And we'd like to say good morning and welcome to the 2024 HCC State of the College. My name is Todd Duplantis. I'm the director of HCC TV, and it is my pleasure as your master of ceremonies this morning. If we could find our seats, and we're going to get started with our program for just a moment. Now, as you can tell when you walked in, if you got a chance to look at that sign, you'll notice we have a very bold theme this morning. To the Metaverse and Beyond. Now, in the next hour, we'll introduce you to the stories of two recent HCC graduates. You'll hear from our board chair, Dr. Cynthia Lenton-Gary, and our Chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher, along with her guest. After updating you on several important and exciting initiatives, Dr. Ford Fisher will show you how HCC is reinventing higher education through its pioneer work using virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. We're literally transforming the way we teach students and prepare them for jobs in new careers in today's market. Dr. Ford Fisher will share the comments of two distinguished guests who are at the forefront of the Metaverse development, along with its applications, Sean Geer of the Stone Fort Group of Houston, and Edward Bailey of Skanska, a world-leading project development and construction company. First thing, we're going to hear a video, or see a video, from two of our HCC's recent graduates who are now working in the AI and virtual reality fields. The first is Sumesh Surajran, followed by Ryan Galbraith.
My name is Sumesh Surendran. I'm a student of Houston Community College. I major in artificial intelligence and robotics. My project is basically about detecting cancer cells in children. This project name is LUCO Lens. It's abbreviated as LUL, so it's a short name I put for this project. LUCO means, that it's kind of a cancer, and the other one is like lens is like the pathologists, they look through the microscope on the cells and they can identify what kind of cancer is this. So we won last year the territorial award for US for the project. That's a Made-in-Dell, that's the project name. And this year I actually win the territorial award like last month, they announced that. But the time constraints, I face a little bit challenges like balancing work and studies together and in between doing this project. So I had to take the full-time classes, and also I had to take a full-time job to pay the bills. HCC actually helped me in a lot of ways to overcome these challenges. To complete this project, the professors, they're from West Loop campus. They're the major campus for the AI and robotics, and we have a nice lab here. My colleagues also, they helped me a lot to accomplish this project in West Loop campus. So I'm so glad, they're always with me to accomplish this, otherwise I couldn't do this bigger achievement. My plan is to have a company of my own. That might be my friend circle, maybe from this people from this campus. Anybody they interested to work in projects like these, I'm welcoming all of them. Together we are strong. HCC, together we can go to the moon.
My name is Ryan Galbraith. I'm an HCC alum, and I'm a geospatial data analyst for a company called GHD. So deciding to come to HCC has been a huge part of my career path, and because I was changing my careers, I wouldn't have been able to do what I'm doing now without the skills, without what I learned here. As far as when I was creating the digital twin, that really was something that catapulted me into the kind of position I am today, I have today, because without being able to showcase those skills and the things that I've created, the digital twin and the photogrammetry and the drones and all that stuff, I wouldn't have been able to land a job in that industry. Get your hands in the digital communication XR design role, because they're constantly learning new programs, new industry standards, things that are coming out. The teachers here are solely focused on the next innovation, the next new type of software and industry standard work that you're being able to get your hands on, like VR, AR, computer programs, softwares like Wanda Spaces, Intel's, AI, all this type of stuff. Learn that stuff, come here to HCC and be a part of their science lab and XR lab, because you're really learning things that you don't would learn, you wouldn't necessarily learn outside, in other colleges till much later. And HCC invites diversity because it is affordable. There are a lot of locations. They do have a huge curriculum, and so with that diversity will breed the innovation of these students coming out. And I think that's important. If any student is looking here, the teachers, the locations that they have, they help you pick what you're interested in. And with the development of their internships and the corporations that they have coming in are huge, and that's a huge part of the development into your career. And I think any student that's thinking about coming to HCC should, and just get to know your teachers, get to know your classes, get to know all the software programs that they have. And I think that's a important role that HCC is offering.
And Sumesh and Ryan are here with us today. Thank you both for sharing your amazing stories. Pretty great stuff, huh? They remind us why we do what we do each and every day here at HCC. Now it is my pleasure to bring forward the chair of HCC's Board of Trustees, Dr. Cynthia Lenton-Gary. She'll be sharing some words. Dr. Lenton-Gary.
Good morning. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to all of you. This room looks amazing. And I know I'm not a morning person, and I'm pretty sure some of you aren't either. But for you to come out in the morning time, this early, and share this moment with Houston Community College lets me know that there's something we're doing right. And I just want to give you guys a hand clap for your attendance. And I want to say thank you, Todd, and thank you to everyone joining us today at the State of the College Address. The State of the College is a highlight of our year because we have an opportunity to update the leaders of our community on the college's ongoing activities and achievements, and to give you a forecast of things to come. This has been a wonderful year of growth and accomplishment for Houston Community College. Our hope is that you will leave here today with a better understanding of the college's mission and the confidence that we're delivering on that mission in ways that impact our students, our employees, and our community. As board chair, it is my privilege to acknowledge my colleagues, the dedicated members of Houston Community College Board of Trustees. You will see their names here on the screen behind me. I want to say thank you, trustees, for the work that you do on behalf of the Houston Community College system and the people that you represent in your communities. Now, please stand, trustees, and be recognized. Again, thank you for the work that you do. We are also very happy to see several former trustees in the audience. Former trustees, please stand and be recognized. Also with us today is several elected community and state leaders. Rather than recognize them individually, I would like to ask that you stand, all elected officials, and be recognized. We are also honored to see Mrs. Mina Salvato Trevino, civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army, in the audience. Ms. Trevino, where are you? Oh, there you are. I can't see, the lights in my eyes. And I'm also pleased to introduce members of the Houston Community College Foundation who are with us today. Foundation board members, will you please stand as a group and be recognized wherever you are. Chairing the foundation board this year is David Itz. Join me in recognizing the outstanding work of the Houston Community College Foundation. In fiscal year 2023, the Houston Community College Foundation contributions totaled nearly $7.2 million, $6.1 million of which was provided in scholarships and grants for Houston Community College student success. In addition, HCC employees donated more than $165,000 during the employee giving campaign, and that's to be commended. Thousands of individuals and their families in our local communities have been transformed by generosity of our many donors. Likewise, we're thankful for our many wonderful corporate sponsors and private foundation funders whose contributions continue to open doors of opportunity to our students. This past fall, we had a most successful gala where we honored Dr. Ruth Simmons and raised more than $650,000. But hold on, we're having another gala Saturday, April 26, 2025, and we're gonna raise more than $650,000. It will be here at the Hilton Americas, and you don't wanna miss it. I am proud to serve as chair of the board, and I'm excited about sharing the HCC story. For 53 years, this college has been the source of opportunity for more than 2 million students of all ages, all backgrounds, and academic aspirations. We are a large and very diverse institution poised to meet the demands of a large and diverse community. As members of the Board of Trustees, one of our goals is to ensure that our institution continually provide accessible, affordable, and quality education programs that lead to a greater quality of life for the people we serve. We are passionate about our service to HCC and the people of Greater Houston. Our commitment that no individual is left behind in our quest to provide a solid educational opportunity for all. This is what motivates us to collaborate with local school districts and establish partnerships with four-year institutions such as Texas A&M, Texas Southern University, the University of Houston, and many others. Likewise, our partnerships with businesses like yours are vital in creating success for our students. We are continuously looking for ways to work with you to expand opportunities through apprenticeships, internships, and long-lasting jobs that lift the aspiration of residents in our community. Truly, HCC is reinventing higher education. We're taking a fresh look at every process and program in view of the changing needs of our community. Our Chancellor will share this fresh approach with you in just a few minutes. And then she will tell you about a few major initiatives we will be launching in 2025. Initiatives which will help grow numbers of students' success and showcase HCC as a national leader in higher education. I believe you will leave here this morning with a better understanding of why we are called Houston's Community College. With that in mind, allow me to acknowledge the incredible leadership of our Chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher. Dr. Ford Fisher has now completed 1 full year as Chancellor, and her impact on this institution has been transformative. Under her leadership, HCC has set a positive course for growth. She has renewed our can-do spirit that fosters innovation and collaboration. She is committed to fostering partnerships, expanding our inventory of programs, and ensuring that HCC continues to lead in the workforce development. We are grateful for the energy, the dedication, and vision that she brings to Houston Community College. Join me in welcoming to the podium our Chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher.
Thank you so very, very much. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Dr. Lenton-Gary. And good morning, everyone. We thank you so very, very much for joining us this morning. The State of the College presentation is an HCC tradition that dates back to 2009. We look forward to it every year because it gives us an opportunity to speak directly to our stakeholders about the advances and initiatives of the college over the past 12 months. Perhaps you've seen our recruitment commercials on television or radio or social media. Perhaps our news stories appear on your news feed. But there is so much more for us to share. And I hope what you hear this morning will give you an understanding of HCC's vision and innovation. The bottom line, what I want you to take away from our breakfast meeting today is that HCC is changing lives and communities through the power of higher education. It is what we do, and we work hard at it each and every day. Let me begin by telling you why HCC is so unique and so important to our community. Houston has been called one of the most diverse cities in the United States. According to the latest U.S. Census, an estimated 145 languages are spoken in Houston homes, and 48% of Houston residents speak a language other than English. Truly, the world is at our doorstep. This is our reality, and we welcome it. Our doors are open to everyone with aspiration to improve their lives. Nelson Mandela once said, and I quote, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world," end quote. And I believe that. If the world has truly come to our doorstep, then it has come to the right place. There is no better place to be at this moment than Houston. According to the Greater Houston Partnership, Houston's regional gross domestic product is $633.1 billion. 24 Fortune 500 companies are headquartered here. More than 5,000 Houston area companies are engaged in global commerce. The Houston region is home to 640 chemical manufacturers that provide 44% of the national capacity. That's almost half of the nation's refining products coming through Houston. And the Houston Metro is the top exporting metro in the nation, with $238.3 billion in exports last year. We are proud of our world-famous Texas Medical Center, the world's largest medical complex, and home to HCC's Coleman College for the Health Sciences. In all, more than 177,650 are healthcare-related professionals. Also in the area are 9,300 tech-related firms that employ more than 238,000 tech workers. More than 228,000 hold manufacturing jobs, and another 217,000 are hired in the construction industry. Now, all this suggests that Houston and its surrounding area is still the land of opportunity. Unfortunately, however, there are nearly 1 million residents who do not enjoy this prosperity because they lack the skills and training needed to secure a meaningful job. And many cannot obtain that training because of their economic reality. In fact, 44.8% of our students come from households with an annual income of less than $24,000 a year. 974,000 adults, that's 61% in our service area over age 25, do not hold a college degree. And from that group, 318,000 have not graduated from high school. Many have come only recently to the United States. HCC can make a difference for those who need us the most. For 53 years, Houston Community College has served the educational needs of the greater Houston region through courses that transfer to four-year colleges and universities. We provide workforce training, both certificates and degrees, credit and non-credit, which leads students directly to meaningful, well-paying jobs. We're known as Houston's Community College because of this local focus on preparing our students for real-world jobs right here at home. We are a pipeline to meaningful employment, serving both the needs of employers as well as residents who look for jobs which can support their families. We see HCC as a critical part of Houston's solution to economic equality. HCC's in-district tuition is 18% lower than the average tuition of Texas's largest two-year colleges, making it the most affordable higher education option for those in Metro Houston. %68 of first-time, full-time students receive financial aid support of some kind. Our financial accessibility makes the prospect of higher education possible for our most economically vulnerable students. Our data shows that as of 2021, the median income of 22 to 34-year-olds who earned an associate degree at HCC increased from $28,000 to $48,000 annually within 5 years after completion. Meanwhile, the median income of 35 to 44-year-olds increased from $39,000 to $54,000. Certificate earners showed similar gains. Truly, education has the power to change our community. HCC has done an outstanding job fulfilling its mission. Today, HCC is one of the largest community colleges in the nation, serving more than 85,000 students annually. Students who will fill the in-demand jobs that businesses and industries need. Among our student population are more than 3,400 international students from all across the globe. We have enjoyed 4 semesters of continual enrollment growth. Our enrollment for the fall semester is up 7.4% over last year. Among two-year institutions, HCC is number 2 in the nation in awarding associate degrees to international students. We're number 3 in the nation in awarding associate degrees to African American students. Last year, HCC was a finalist of the Excellencia in Education Award, demonstrating our exceptional support and success serving Latino and other underserved student populations. Yes, we are proud of our efforts and our students. We have built partnerships with some of the nation's leading companies. In recent months, the Gulf Coast Apprenticeship Hub was honored with the prestigious Exemplary Award by the National Council for Workforce Education. And HCC received a $100,000 grant from Johnson Controls to educate future workers in the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, fire, and security fields. We joined forces with Harris Health System to establish a comprehensive apprenticeship program to train and produce skilled patient care technicians. And with the Frock Group, based in Switzerland, to create apprenticeship programs to address a growing demand for skilled professionals in the global freight forwarding sector. HCC also began partnering with the City of Houston to provide training in solar installation, and began a partnership with Qualcomm, one of the world's wireless technology leaders, to support and foster a more inclusive patent ecosystem for inventors and innovators. And HCC is partnering with Capital Idea Houston, a leading community-based workforce development nonprofit organization, on behalf of the U.S. Department of Labor to establish a comprehensive workforce development program. HCC will provide training, apprenticeships, and work-based learning opportunity to as many as 425 participants over the next 5 years. And finally, in partnership with Miami-Dade Community College and Maricopa County Community College District, HCC has been awarded $2.8 million from the National Science Foundation Advanced Technological Education Program to create the National Applied Artificial Intelligence Consortium, a groundbreaking initiative that aims to foster the growth of technician-level artificial intelligence professionals across the nation. What makes HCC the college of choice for so many students? First of all, because HCC students can receive a real-world education through completion of more than 191 workforce awards and a growing number of apprenticeships, which lead to permanent jobs. We are continually expanding our programs and course offerings to serve the needs of our community. In June, our accrediting agency, the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools, approved HCC to begin offering 4-year degrees in addition to our 2-year associate degrees. Our first 2 baccalaureate degrees are in artificial intelligence and robotics and healthcare management. Jobs in these fields are in high demand, and skilled workers are in short supply. HCC can offer these newly approved programs to our students at a community college price and help fill these important jobs. Additional 4-year degree programs will soon follow. You can count on HCC to deliver new and cutting-edge programs that provide the training for jobs that will move Houston and our students forward in the days and years to come. Finally, students choose HCC because our high-touch philosophy, our classes are small, our faculty is outstanding, and we provide a wide array of services to help students through their educational journey. Our goal is to remove every barrier so they can graduate with a credential of value and to be ready for the future. Given our unique community, the robust economy, and our ability to offer four-year degrees, we have developed several ambitious plans for the coming year. Initiatives which I believe will make this a year to remember. Time will allow me to mention only four. One, given our expanded programmatic offerings from 2-year to 4-year degrees, we are considering a name change. The process is underway and will include extensive internal and external community support. We anticipate having our findings and recommendations to present to the Board of Trustees very soon. In the meantime, we are conducting an open and transparent process that allows input from you, our business partners, and the community. One important reason to consider the change includes clearly defining ourselves to attract students and appeal to an array of constituencies who benefit from the institution's new program offerings. The fact that we are now offering baccalaureate degrees significantly changes the landscape in which we operate and expand employment opportunities for our graduates. This is an exciting moment in time. I look forward to seeing the recommendations about a name change very soon. Changing the name of a college is not new in higher education. Famous institutions such as Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Cornell, and many others grew as a result of name changes. Many colleges, community colleges, around the country have also experienced name changes. When an institution's programmatic offerings expand, a name change is in order. 2, our online college is going global. The world of online instruction has changed higher education. There are very few boundaries. I am sure you have seen television commercials by colleges, large and small, advertising nationally for students who want an online degree. This trend is not going to diminish in the near term. Students are very comfortable with online classes. Now, any student anywhere can enroll and take classes from any public or private college that offers courses over the internet. This is a tremendous challenge as HCC must compete with well-known universities for our own local students. And while we focus on our community, we must think more broadly and expand our reach and much further by building on the foundation of the online college as well. We must grow its footprint to include our courses and programs and modalities that can serve our students and, yes, the entire globe. In reality, HCC is a leader and pioneer in online education. Presently, the HCC Online College offers more than 60 programs fully online and another 70 that are hybrid. The online college has been named among the best in the nation by Newsweek magazine. And the American Association of Colleges and Universities selected HCC as a member of the Institute on Digital Equity, a group devoted to helping remove barriers to educational technology. Other institutions selected include Stanford University, California State University, Bradley University, and the University of Alaska. With this expertise, we are now taking our online courses to the world. HCC Global Online College will launch officially next year, providing our outstanding programs first to nations where we get most of our international students, then to the broader world. Imagine the value for our students, an associate or baccalaureate degree at a community college price. we have not overlooked our local students. We still serve our on-campus students with in-person and hybrid courses, as well as online instruction options. We will still deliver wraparound services such as Eagle Pantry, digital access centers, tutorial help, and more. But the same courses we offer to our local residents, including local international students, are beneficial to students in other parts of the world as well. And we are asking our local partners, represented by member nations of the Houston Consular Corps, many of whom are with us this morning, to help us reach those populations back in their home countries. There are others who need HCC's online programs as well, such as military personnel around the globe. The satellite operations of major corporations like Chevron, Shell, BP, and others are located abroad and have personnel who have requested our programs. So you can see the degree and certificate programs we offer to students locally can serve an even larger audience of students. This approach helps many adults forced to juggle work and family to complete their college degree, of course. And here's another HCC benefit. If HCC does not have the baccalaureate degree a student needs, we can help them transfer to an upper-level institution with the appropriate program without losing their HCC credits. We have articulation agreements with 50 major colleges and universities in Texas and around the country. Soon, a student who completes a Bachelor of Applied Technology degree from HCC will be able to move seamlessly into a master's degree program with a partner university. Even now, we are working out the details of an articulation agreement with a well-known university that will allow graduates from HCC's online healthcare management baccalaureate program to transfer into an online master's program without losing credits. Online education has come a long way, and HCC is at the forefront, leading the way. 3, HCC is reinventing higher education by developing programs for tomorrow's workforce. Here's an example. In the future, Houston's skies will be filled with flying taxis or air taxis, thanks to the development of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. These aircraft carry up to 5 passengers and use electric motors to drive propellers or rotors that enable them to take off vertically, hover, and fly horizontally. The new mode of urban transportation uses batteries and energy storage systems and will require new infrastructure such as maintenance hangars and parking lots near central hubs. Likewise, you're beginning to see autonomous and electric vehicles on the city streets, driverless vehicles guided by air-enhanced GPS systems, and the AI that we offer. These new industries will soon change the city's landscape and provide viable and safe transportation options for Houstonians. A few months ago, HCC's electric vehicle program received a $200,000 grant from BP America to equip more than 300 City of Houston and Harris County Fleet Department employees with the knowledge required for repairing and maintaining electric vehicles. And with a $430,000 grant from the Federal Aviation Administration, HCC is establishing a comprehensive aviation technician program that addresses the growing demand for skilled aviation technicians in the region. With existing programs for electric vehicles and aviation technicians, and with partners such as BP, the FAA and NASA, HCC is poised to move quickly to expand training into both autonomous vehicles and electric vertical takeoff air taxis. HCC will be a leader in developing the personnel that support these new industries as they make their mark across the Houston landscape. Now, as you might imagine, these new industries bring together several technologies to be successful. Automotive technology, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, computer information systems, and green energy technology. HCC is creating the systems and processes to integrate or cross-train students in these different technologies. So watch for more news about these and other dynamic advances at HCC. 4, we are entering the metaverse. In fact, HCC is leading the way in adding this new technology to our instruction. We were the first college in Texas to open a virtual reality lab, and now, along with artificial intelligence, HCC is considered a national leader in developing virtual and augmented reality applications for the classroom. So if you haven't heard from others about the term metaverse, let me explain it to you very briefly. The metaverse combines 3 emerging technologies: virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence into an even more immersive experience, an embodied internet, where we are in the experience, not just looking at it. Everything we do online now will be more natural and vivid. The metaverse is the internet of the future and will provide a sense of presence that today's internet does not. We will feel we are in the community and situations with other people. We will see their expressions and body language. Avatars will be as common as profile pictures are today. 3D representatives of ourselves will be visible. The metaverse can take us anywhere we want to go in time or space. This new metaverse will find its way into every business, school, and home. Soon, instead of having websites for people to visit, we will have 3D virtual spaces for people to enter and engage with us and our products. Our meetings will take us beyond the flat screens of today into virtual conference rooms where we feel we are with people in 3D reality. We will buy products from virtual stores, play interactive games with people from the other side of the globe, and travel to places that are brought to life in ways that allow us to stand beside the great events of history. The benefits of this new technology are too great to ignore or escape. Over the next 10 years, immersive technology will become the norm in industries such as real estate, e-commerce, entertainment, IT, manufacturing, and healthcare. And education for HCC, it means students will engage virtually with each of our offices at every step of their educational journey, from exploring classes and labs, to accessing advisors and tutors, to taking classes. The education modalities we now have will soon be as outdated as printed catalogs and cassette tape recorders. Imagine yourself sitting at home, taking a class along with other students in the metaverse, not just watching a video, but participating by being part of the virtual landscape. In conventional anatomy and physiology courses, students typically assume a passive role as they receive information watching video lectures supplemented by slides containing text and images and listening to the instructor's explanations. Imagine instead students wearing virtual reality headsets and using their hands to navigate a virtual setting to examine a simulation of the human heart. In the virtual world, they can manipulate the heart, dissect it for examination, and even observe blood circulation, interior chambers, and abnormalities. This immersive metaverse experience transforms students from passive spectators into active participants, fully engrossed physically and mentally in the learning process. Interactive and immersive learning enriches the educational experience by enabling students to engage with a dynamic virtual human body. The metaverse has substantial potential to enhance language learning experience, conventional language acquisition, especially in listening and speaking. It often requires context-specific surroundings that are difficult to recreate within a standard classroom atmosphere. For instance, practicing airport dialogue should naturally occur in an actual airport setting. The metaverse can generate simulated environments, such as an airport, where learners can participate in authentic role-playing scenarios and conversations with AI-powered avatars or other intelligent characters. So from these few examples, I'm sure you can see the rich potential the marriage of these new technologies will have on society as well as education. And I'm here to report that HCC is already active and innovative in these fields. For several years, Dr. Mudassir Siddiqui, now Vice Chancellor of Instructional Innovation and Digital Strategy, and members of the instructional team led by Ruben Duran, have worked to bring this technology to HCC so we will be prepared to implement as it develops. So Dr. Siddiqui and Mr. Duran, please stand and be recognized. So this team of pioneers and imagineers has come to a long journey in a way that we see them contributing to HCC's reputation as a visionary college. HCC is using augmented reality in 22 programs to make curriculum interactive to improve student learning. These programs are critically important. In our fashion merchandising and fashion history class, students use Mockshop to create and then upload their final projects into a metaverse space, walking through virtual stores to critique each other's work. In the fashion history course, they explore a fashion museum dating back to the Middle Ages. Fashion design students transform their garment creations into digital masterpieces, which are displayed in a metaverse fashion gallery. These digital garments are fully animated and can be sent for production or placed in virtual stores for purchase. Courses like interior design fundamentals and kitchen and bath design use immersive technology, allowing students to create 360-degree showcases of their designs in a metaverse portfolio. They also participate in a pioneering metaverse design class for interior designers, a first of its kind. In media arts and art classes, students use Gravity Sketch for 3D design. That 3D design is used, and with their creations, 3D printed later. The art class features an immersive virtual gallery where students upload their work for evaluation, culminating in a reality collab experience. Students practice their language skills during one English as a second language class in a metaverse space, exploring the Nazca lines with the help of an AI-powered chatbot. They interact with AI digital humans recording their conversations for graded assignments. One HVAC duct design class uses 3D visualization software and digital twins to aid students in designing duct systems using augmented reality and AutoCAD for room scans and project proposals. They also use ChatGPT to create proposals and then translate into almost any language. In one cell biology class, students explore cell structures in a metaverse experience environment, interacting with AI avatars and 3D models of cells. They master cellular processes and gain insights into energy generation, DNA functions, and defense mechanisms in an immersive space. The list goes on. Much of HCC's work in the metaverse takes place in the Reality Collab at Central College. This innovative learning space, created by Ruben Duran in 2016, stands as the pioneering hub in our region for delving into and harnessing the power of immersive technologies. Its focus is on providing a vibrant and resource-rich environment for both theoretical and practical engagement with virtual and augmented reality, along with other advanced spatial computing technologies. So in this space, students can find an array of tools at their disposal, including diverse software and design platforms, an assortment of headset configurations, high-end workstations, and comprehensive filming resources. This is a great place for me to tell you that Mr. Duran has recently been named to Meta's Educational Advisory Council. He will provide input and sit at the table with the world's #1 company in virtual reality development. Congratulations, Mr. Duran. So the Reality Collab exists to empower students and the wider community to explore, innovate, and pave new paths in various industries through the creative application of these cutting-edge technologies. Being one of the first educational institutions to recognize the potential impact of the metaverse on industries in the future, as well as the need to train professionals to work in this field, has brought exciting opportunities to HCC. We are collaborating with several outstanding companies which help guide the development of our curriculum. I want you to hear from 2 distinguished guests who help their companies stay out front in metaverse technology development. Sean Gear is currently the Executive Director of Innovate Energy, connecting communities for emerging technology with news reports and events focused on drones, robotics, automation, and other technologies, including AI. Along with Sean is Edwin Bailey, a senior pre-construction technology manager at Skanska, where he's been a key player since 2017. With a strong background in design, engineering, and technology, and a master's degree in technology commercialization, Edwin brings a wealth of knowledge and innovation to his role. So welcome them, please. But thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, we're talking about immersive technologies and the metaverse, and you, of course, are quite familiar with that and the integration into your industries. And so we'd like to begin with you, Sean. You've served for more than 20 years transforming energy businesses. So through Innovate Energy's partnership with HCC, obviously we've been able to benefit from that in training our students. So what role do you see our institution playing in shaping the future workforce?
Thank you. I see that Innovate Energy's partnership with HCC has been incredibly promising, and it's really helped play a pivotal role in us understanding from industry and as far as the students as to where they need to interact. And there's several key ways. One and first is targeted curriculum development. So really meeting industry demands and staying ahead of the curve. The second's going to be hands-on experience and industry exposure. And that's important for real-world applications as well as mentorship and networking. And that's where industry can really help out in connecting with HCC. The last is around bridging skills gap. I think that's critical for addressing the talent shortage, which is evident in all of our industries, as well as upskilling and reskilling for those who are already in the workforce and are looking to move into some of these emerging technologies.
So this is really key, emerging technologies, and how it impacts all industries and the need for skilled workers to fill the jobs. So Edwin, I'd like to ask you about the construction industry and how the metaverse is having an impact there.
Yeah, I would say you know, we've been doing a lot of innovation. I do want to point out, if you walk outside after this and you see the new building, the office tower that has the copper patina and fins, that's some of the work that I worked on at Skanska. So we actually pioneered some of these technologies on that project. And you know, one of the things we're doing with digital twins is we've been doing this for 20 years in the industry on the design side, but really we're leveraging these digital models and adding additional data. It could be real-time data from construction and analysis, where we're developing workflows and doing production tracking, forecasting, tying things back to our schedule. So we're really leveraging the models and all this external data. Even as it comes to innovating with AI and training AI on our data, and we have this huge internal database of benchmarking projects that we'll go in and do different analyses on, and it's just been phenomenal to kind of work with these new technologies, leverage them, and even working with HCC on some stuff.
Oh, that's exciting. And then there is often the reference made to digital twins. And I was doing research about digital twins, and I thought it was really rather interesting. And that ties obviously into the metaverse. And so as you see the digital twins and the metaverse, tell us just a little bit about that, please, Sean. As you look at it and as you hear from people in the industry and that replica that you can see in the various industries with drones, et cetera, tell us what your views and your thoughts are and your definition of the digital twins and that replica, as it were, and how it impacts the training and the skills.
Sure. One of the easiest ways for us to really think through the digital twins is imagine someone says, I would like ice cream, right? You get, okay, ice cream. Well, how many flavors of ice cream are there? Do you want gelato? Do you want sorbet? And that's kind of the way it is with digital twins. If we think about it, it's not one thing, it's many things. And it's really based back to industry on the application, the use case, the business case, and that's going to explain a little bit better whether you're working with something that might just be scanned by a laser scanner or a drone or a robot versus making something that was 2D to 3D, all the way up to something that's interactive, real time with AI, doing analysis and actually seeing a plant or a construction project and being able to then interpret what are the next steps or what maintenance might need to be done. So digital twins are incredibly broad as to what they might be. And the metaverse, honestly, is just as broad. I thought your definition, Chancellor, was fantastic.
Well, thank you very much for that. And it's so interesting to me to study in your areas, particularly because in construction, certainly you have the business modeling and so forth that you do as well, BIM. And so tell us about that. Do you use the avatars at all? But certainly it's entered the metaverse in many spaces.
Yeah, I feel like metaverse is just another tool that we would push the models into. So one of the things we'll do is work closely with the design teams early on. Specifically, I focus a lot on pre-construction technology And how do we extract out quantities? How do we apply the data back to our benchmarks, like I mentioned? And looking at how everything works together as a whole, because there's so many players involved and stakeholders in building a building or a large-scale project that those tools just really enhance the collaboration and overall outcome of the projects.
And of course, it seems as though this is going to be a sign of the emerging technologies really having a significant impact on training and the employability of individuals who will be selected for various jobs. What are you seeing in your industries now with the emerging technologies and the skill sets that are required?
Sure. So if we look at, we can unpack a few of them, in an order. Like AI, we definitely see a lot around skill sets that are needed, in order for predictive maintenance, for asset optimization, grid reliability. There's a lot of ways that AI are being utilized in the energy and energy transition industries. If we go back to digital twins, we have obviously virtual prototyping, real-time monitoring and control, and training and simulation. And last but not least, the umbrella spatial computing, where we get into immersive visualization and remote operations and safety training. So there's a lot of different ways that emerging technology in the metaverse is being utilized in industry today.
So in terms of business competition, for those that are not moving into that space, what does the future look like for them, as it were? Would like to go to you, Edwin, and in your perspective in construction.
Well, I feel like if you don't embrace the new technologies, you're not going to be competitive in the marketplace. Really the focus is leveraging the technology for getting a benefit, and it's not just for using the technology. You want to have an outcome based off of the data, and so having the students know how to leverage the data and have key insights, that's a huge important part of just technology use.
Of course it is. And so we think about the employment opportunities for the students and the significant challenges and opportunities that there are in industry as well. And so are many of the institutions now moving in that space of creating the opportunities for students to gain the knowledge required?
I think they are, and I think they're moving there aggressively, because this is the workforce that's going to enable the adoption of emerging technology. So if we consider some of the challenges that they're facing in industry around decarbonization, workforce strategies, cybersecurity threats, and of course, in today's economics, always maintaining affordability and reliability with increasing energy demand, which is a tough, sometimes described as a trilemma. So I think that they have to have a lot of opportunities for students in the new workforce in order to meet these challenges.
Excellent. Well, we'd like to get closing comments from both of you and any message that you would like to share with our audience today. We'll begin with you, Edwin.
I would say try to stay engaged with HCC and other higher learning organizations. Like, you're gonna benefit by sharing your domain knowledge, and as these new students graduate and enter the workforce, they're going to be the ones that are going to drive adoption of these technologies within your organizations. So the more you can stay engaged earlier on, the better off we're going to be, and more successful we are as a whole community.
Excellent. And Sean, any closing comments?
I would say from our perspective, we definitely see both sides as far as the workforce of the future and how it's emerging around technology and the industry and connecting those. HCC offers an incredible opportunity for these apprenticeships, internships, the chance to help drive curriculum to make sure it's actually skills-based that will help for the next generation of workers, and to make sure that they're able to make an impact even sooner. So I think it's an incredible opportunity that we have in Houston, which is the industrial heartland, based on all the great statistics you shared earlier. So don't sleep on this opportunity. It's there for you, and you need to get involved.
Very, very good. Very great messages. Gentlemen, thank you so very, very much for your partnership. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so very, very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, you too. Partnerships are really critically important. We have spent time on the subject this morning knowing that there are many business and industry leaders in the audience today who are very likely considering the implementation of virtual reality in your companies. Perhaps your business is already in discussions on how to launch an AI, a virtual reality application to improve efficiency, and now you must think about hiring employees with an entirely different skill set from those you have sought out before. If this is you, when this is you, I encourage you to remember Houston Community College. Remember what you have seen and heard, and realize that your local community college is already at work to provide solutions for tomorrow's economy. Then give us a call. Let us help fill the virtual reality pipeline with trained professionals from HCC. In closing, the state of Houston Community College is strong. We are growing. We have a future-forward mindset, ready and able to reach throughout our communities and around the world with programs through our global online college with education and training in multiple modalities, and poised to boldly enter the metaverse and go beyond. I hope you will share our story with others and will partner with us to improve the lives of our neighbors through the power of higher education. We invite your input into the development of new curricula and programs. We invite you to provide apprenticeships and scholarships for HCC students. Working together, as Nelson Mandela conveyed so well, we can change the world, beginning right here at home. Thank you all so very much. Thank you.
This concludes HCC's 2024 State of the College. Make sure you take a box of chocolates on your table home with you. Open them up. There's a QR code that will talk about all the programs and information we had today. Thank you for coming, and have a great weekend.